What's wrong with cash? So I get an email every now and again, and I got this email from Pam, and I like Pam, good lady. She's just not sure how to invest her money, and I get it, man. I get it, and I just tell people all the time, like she's thinking she ladder some bonds. I'm like, why? Why ladder bonds? I mean, for short term, next 15 months. They're not cutting the rates in the end of this until at least the end of this year, if they even do that. They're not cutting. There's no rates cutting. The market, the economy is just doing relatively fine. The consumer spending is still freaking going up. The manufacturing index is now above 50. The ISM, the non-ISM manufacturing index is still above 50. There's just not a reason for them to cut rates now. I mean, the consumer spending, of course, is what drives inflation. So if consumer spending is through the roof, they're just not cutting rates. Where's the money coming from? I don't know. Real wages are going up. Now, at the end of the day, well, that's wrong. We can blame, but I don't care. I'm just talking for some simple investment specifics here. What is the reasoning for the Fed to cut rates? Well, the economy is not in dire straits. I get it. Inflation is high, but if inflation is high, they're not going to cut rates, man. And if consumer spending is still through the roof, they're not cutting rates. Consumer spending drives CPI. It's just a fact. So the nice thing about cash, you just park your money in cash. I just looked up the Vanguard VMFXX or VFM. I can't remember. Either VFMXX or VMFXX. I can't remember. One of those two. It's the Vanguard Federal Money Market account. It's paying 5.28. The TSP is paying 4.25. The G fund of the TSP. But you're getting 5.28 in a Federal Money Market account, just sitting there not doing anything. And you don't need to ladder your CDs. You don't need to do anything. You just hang tight. Collect that 5.28. But Josh, they're going to cut rates sometime. I've been hearing that the whole year. I've been hearing that for 6 months. They haven't done it yet. They're not doing it anytime soon. If you're wondering why I keep looking, I'm just looking out the outside here. This Cambridge. It looks like they're doing some work on this place right here. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah. It's raining out. It looks like it's supposed to snow a little bit, but it's not so bad. So it looks pretty good. We're going to go down to Plymouth Rock. Never been to Plymouth Rock. I was going to go see the Maine Celtics tonight in Portland, but they're getting a massive snowstorm. April 4th, getting a massive snowstorm, so we're not going to drive up there. I'm watching on TV if it's on. Anyway, so you just lock away your cash, man. Just sit tight. And I always say, all right, so what happens if they do cut rates? What is the impetus for that? That means the economy is not doing so well. What generally happens when the economy doesn't do so well? The stocks fall. So the stocks fall, the economy is doing poorly, and they start cutting rates on your cash. Well, your bonds are going up inherently, 100%. But even if your cash, they drop from 4.25 to 3.25. You're still getting 3.25 when the stocks are falling. That doesn't seem so bad. And then you can move money over to stocks if you want. Anyway, there's nothing wrong with cash. It's like, and this isn't a slight on anybody, but it's just, man, you don't need a better mousetrap. You just need a mousetrap that's going to pay you enough interest to match your inflation and taxes, to keep up with inflation and taxes, be liquid, and be safe. And cash is where it's at, man. It's just all there is to it. No, God bless. Love your thoughts.